Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alexis B. Stop what you're doing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you've been here, welcome back. So today I decided that I'm going to do a sit down, get ready with me, chit chat, just to give y'all a update on what's been going on, what I've been missing, and I'm gonna do my makeup. I did my eyebrows already off camera, so it wouldn't take me so long. Because it seems like my eyebrows is what takes me the longest. So moisturize my lips. So I'm gonna start off with my e.l.f. Power Grip primer. Maybe I can see that. That's what I'm gonna start off with. To be honest, I did have the milk primer, but I've been seeing y'all say y'all don't like it. I don't really like it either. I honestly like the way this one feels. So I'm going in with that. So what's up? Like, let me tell y'all the tea of what I've been having going on. I know it seems like every time I come back, and I'm looking down because I'm looking at this little vanity thing that I have, and sometimes I might even pick up this little mirror and just like, you know. But anyways, I know it seems like every time I come back to YouTube, it just seems like I have so much going on and I have all these problems. But no, y'all, I really be like going through it sometimes. Your girl really be having real life problems. Like, it's crazy. So anyways, I've been missing. As y'all know, I had a baby. Not too long ago, well, not even not too long ago, a year ago, it's been a year now, I had a mommy makeover. I need to upload part 2 to that. I really just been in like isolation, to be honest, and I can't even tell y'all why. Like, I don't have no real reason. I don't know why. Anyways, so starting off, the first thing I want to talk about, it's like ever since I had my now 2-year-old daughter, I have not been the same. I have not been the same physically. I have not been the same mentally. Like I said, I feel like I'm in isolation. I just, now it's like I more so want to be to myself. I don't really be wanting to be bothered. I really don't know how to socialize anymore. My sex drive is like low. Everything, it just seemed like ever since I had this baby, and then I hear people say, oh, it could, do I think they might ask me like, do you think it's postpartum? And I'm like, I didn't know postpartum lasts until like your child, well, I don't know, I didn't know postpartum could last for however long, you know, to be honest. So I'm gonna go in with my my MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 in the color NC 50. I don't know if I can see that, child. There we go. NC 50. That's the color I'm gonna go in with. Nope. What I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna do my eyes. Okay, so starting off, I'm gonna just go in real quick. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. concealers, my e.l.f. hydrating camo concealers. One is in the color tan sand and one is in the color deep olive. I like to mix both of these for under my eyes and for my eyelids. So I already have some on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna go in. But anyways, like I was saying, people always ask me like, do you think it's postpartum? And I'm like, I don't think At least I never thought or knew any information about postpartum lasting, you know, so long, to be honest. I don't know. But anyways, I just been going through a lot. I had made a video, but I didn't upload it. I had did a vlog. And I didn't upload it. Just procrastination. Feeling like it's not good enough. It's not perfect. No, I'm doing this. My content is boring. Anything to get me to not post is the excuses and stuff that I've been giving myself. But anyways, I went out one day. I was going through depression, so I'm like, let me go out and go get me some drinks. It's been a minute. I'm gonna go hang out, get some drinks. Girl, I went out. I had fun. I probably had like 3 drinks that night. I'm hanging out. I leave one club. I go to another club. I go to the strip club. I went to a regular club and then I went to the strip club. So I go to the strip club and it probably was like 30 minutes before they like let out, right? So I go in there. I'm only in there for 30 minutes. I'm having fun. I'm dancing around, having a good time. Girl, I messed around and lost my keys, but I didn't notice until it was time for me to go. At this point, it's like 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes before the club actually let out now, where I'm like, I go outside and I go to my car and I'm like, where the hell are my keys at? Next, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier in the color translucent. So I'm like, where the hell is my keys? So my keys not on me. I go back in the club and I'm like searching around, asking the people. They done started cleaning up, girl. They about to get ready and let out. I'm asking like, hey, have y'all seen some keys to a little Nissan car? They like, no. I'm like, where the hell my keys could be at? Like, I was just dancing around. I don't know. Like, somebody must have picked my keys up. I'm like kind of intoxicated, so I'm still not. I'm just like, child, whatever. I'll come back for the car tomorrow. I got a spare key somewhere at home. I just don't know where it's at. So I just called my boyfriend. I'm like, hey, can you come, can you come get me? I lost my keys to my car. By this time, the club had not let out. It's like 2:18 in the morning. I'm standing next to my car. Standing directly next to my car. So he picked me up. He took forever. He didn't come to about 2:30. But he came to pick me up. And I get in the car. I go home. Next day, I get up. Now, he was mad with me. Because he like, why are you hanging out? It's a school night. Yada, yada, yada. So I got chewed up. Anyway, so I get home. The next day, I'm like, I'll go get my car in the morning when I drop the kids off. So he actually had told me, he was like, well, when he came back from dropping the first child off to school, because we drop the kids off or whatever, they all go to different schools. So when he dropped the first child out, he was like, I don't think I seen your car out there. I'm like, no, my car got to be there. Like, so I go back, girl, the car is gone. So I'm going in with my Warrior 2 by Juvia's, my Juvia's palette. Warrior 2 is a little crusty. So I'm like, no, my car got to be there. Yada, yada. He was like, babe, that car gone. What do you mean gone? Sure enough, girl, the car is gone. So I'm calling around. I'm calling like all these tow companies or whatever. I'm trying to find out where the hell my car at. So I done called like 5 tow companies. By the time I get to the 6th tow company and they tell me no, I'm like, okay, I really gotta accept the fact that this car has been stolen, basically, because that's what happened, even though I lost my keys. So he like, babe, at this point you need to make a police report. So I'm like, okay, cool. Call the police, make a police report. I'm thinking, I'm still not like stressed out or like exaggerating or worrying. I'm just like, okay, they'll find my car one of these days. But I didn't know, like, I don't know, I'm not really into like the criminal stuff or whatever, but I didn't know that if somebody has the keys to your car, it's really considered joyriding. So I'm like, damn, I really like fucked up, you know what I'm saying? So whatever. Car missing, car gone. Make the police report. I'm waiting, girl. Days. I'm still carless. Days go by, weeks go by, months go by, still no car. This happened in August. Still no update. So now I'm just like slowly but surely allowing this shit to get me into depression. I'm just so fed up. But so that happened, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, I just gotta take the L. It's just I gotta get me a new car, you know, because my car is almost paid off. By next year summertime the car would have been paid off. It's not like the best car, it's not a foreign car, nothing like that. It was a Nissan, but I was just grateful. Like, it was the car that I had got. My first time going to the car lot to get, without nobody's help, without nobody's money, no co-signer, no nothing. I brought the car fresh off the lot, 0 miles, first owner of the car, yada yada yada. So I'm like, it's cool. I'm like, it's small thing to a giant. I done been through worse shit, you know, than this. Anyways, so that was like August. So September is really like setting in because they didn't find my car, and it's like my birthday's coming up. I really ain't in the mood to like have no plans or whatever. Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm going in with this color first, and this color is in Yodi, and then I'm gonna go in with Kufaru, which is this second color here. So yeah, it's just like I'm not really in a birthday mood, in the spirit or whatever. I'm like, my car's still gone. I really don't know. Like, still trying to have hope, you know. Whatever. Here we are, fast forward now, still no car. But my birthday came, and it was like 3 days, no, like a week before my birthday, I would say. I had really just fell into like depression. Because I'm like, and I'm not working, like my car gone, I'm having relationship problems, like this shit is for the birds. Like, I'm used to having a peace of mind. Me and this nigga beefing, like he getting on my nerves, you know, relationship shit. So so yeah, that's what was going on. I fell into depression, and I had told my friend who stays down in Miami, I had told my homegirl, I'm like, girl, I'm like going through it, you know, to be honest. Like, this shit is, I really don't know what to do. It's like I really just want to break. Like, I just want to breathe, you know what I'm saying? I want to go somewhere with no kids, no man, no family, no friends, no nobody. Like, I'm like, I want to breathe. So she was like, oh, well, one day I went and admitted myself to the hospital. She was like, you should go to the hospital, whatever, tell them this is what's wrong. So I was thinking about, I'm like, I'm not going to do that shit. But I literally fell into depression to where I'm like, okay, one day I was just like, I can't do this. So mind y'all, me and my boyfriend was like still like beefing or whatever. So we end up like arguing one day, and I was just like, you know, I'm not finna deal with this shit. I had like walked out the house like in the midst of us like having a disagreement, and now I'm going in with the Kufaru. I was just like, I'm not dealing with this shit or whatever. And I told her, I was like, you take care of these kids, you figure it out, literally. So I left, and I hadn't been gone for about 3 days. Girl, I wasn't answering his calls, I wasn't answering the kids' calls, nobody called. So I went to the hospital, I went to the emergency room. I feel like I'm coming down with a cold. And I had told him, I'm like, I'm battling depression and I need some help. So the lady was like, have you ever thought about harming yourself? I didn't want to tell the lady that because I'm like, I have kids. I don't know if these people would like really start investigating me and like try to take my kids, whatever. But she asked me, I was like, no, I don't think about harming myself. So she was like, you have kids, where are your kids? I'm like, yeah, they good, they in good hands or whatever. So she was like, okay, well, fill out this paperwork, yada yada yada, and I'm gonna have somebody come out and evaluate you. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I filled out the paperwork, and then because I was like crying so bad, she took me to this like little room. It's still like in the waiting room, but she took me to this little room, and she was like, sit here by yourself and I'll have somebody else come out and, you know, talk to you. So I'm like, okay. Come on, y'all. It was like busy, but it wasn't like crazy busy. But emergency rooms, y'all know how they are. So So that was that. I'm like, okay, cool. That happened. So I'm sitting in there, and then this lady come in, and she was like, you know, what's going on? I'm like, man, I'm just depressed. Like, I'm just at a battle. I feel like I'm at war. Like, it's too much going on. I just need a break. I need to breathe. Like, you know, I just want to get away or whatever. So she was like, do you think about harming yourself? Once again, I said no. So she was like, okay, well, I'm going to send somebody else down here to evaluate you. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm still like sitting there, and I'm like crying or whatever, crying, and I'm praying, and I'm crying, and I'm praying, and everything, it's like a voice kept replaying in my head that said, get up. It was either get up or leave. Like, that's all I kept hearing in my head. Get up, leave. Get up, leave. What are you doing? Like, so I'm like, because I was praying, I'm like, is this what God like telling me, like, get up and leave? Like, I'm doing too much, or like I'm about to open up a can of worms that I really don't want to open, all because I just need a break. Like, I just need some time to myself, you know. So anyways, I wait. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give myself like 45 more minutes, 30 more minutes. And I did. Nobody had came. So I'm like, let me go. I got up. I left the hospital, girl. I got in the car, pulled over somewhere, and I cried. At that point, like in the midst of me like crying or whatever, I'm like, I think it's called like hyperventilating. I'm like, that's not like bad. I'm crying. I'm like screaming. Like, oh, it was so bad. But I really needed, you know, I had really needed that, because I'm not really the type to cry. I'm not really the type to vent. Like, I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. My bad. So I don't want nobody to like feel sorry for me or nothing like that. So yeah, I was just like crying and shit, praying. You know, I finally like calmed down. I'm still like, I'm not going home. Like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to deal with no kids. I don't want to deal with no man. Like, I'm having real deal like issues, problems. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm having real deal problems this year. I don't want to be around nobody. I really don't want to talk. I'm going in with my e.l.f. eyeliner. It's not the matte one. I need the matte, because yeah, I really do need to get the matte. So anyways, I'm like, I don't feel like going home, whatever. So I'm like riding, thinking, crying. So boom, fast forward to the next day. So the next day come, I still ain't go home. The kids calling, he calling. I'm still not answering nobody. Everybody begging me to like come home. Family calling. I ain't really talking to them, because I don't want nobody to know what I got going on, or what I'm doing, or what I'm going through. So I'm riding all day. It was like so hot outside. I'm like riding around, crying, praying, whatever. Just time to myself. Like, I messed around and came across this like marina. No, I think that's what it's called. I don't know. It's like this little area. It was like with the Atlantic Ocean or whatever. And it's like it had like a ramp, and people go out there to like fish or whatever. So I go out there, and I park my car, and I'm sitting there. I'm just like staring at like the water or whatever. And how it is you could actually take your car and like drive downward, and when you driving down, like literally the water is right there. It's no like bar, bridge, hump, lump, nothing, no gate, no nothing. You could take your car and literally drive down some, and it was like this, like how this is. This is the water. This is my car. This is my car, and I could take my car and drive into the water like that. So I'm like sitting there, and I'm like contemplating. I'm like, at this point, what I'm hearing in my head now is do it. Do it. Like, do it. That's all I kept hearing. Do it. You do it. Like, do it. So I know it wasn't nobody but the devil. So I'm like sitting there, and I'm contemplating. I drive my car slowly. I'm slow. Well, not my car. It was in my boyfriend's car. But I'm like slowly driving a car. Like I probably was like a couple inches away from driving it into the water, and I'm looking around at everybody that's out like fishing or whatever. It was probably like a good 4 to 6 people out there, these guys or whatever. And I'm like, I wonder if I drive this car into this water, will anybody care? Like, would anybody feel bad for the stuff that I had going on? Like, would these people try to like save me? And that's another thing, I cannot swim. And water is somewhat a fear of mine. Like I could get in the pool, I'll go to the beach, I'll get in the beach water. But like going far deep into the water, whatever, my feet can't touch the ground, I panic. So I don't know how to swim. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I wonder if anybody would care. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there and I'm like thinking about it. It's like I'm having visuals now of what would happen if I drive a car in the water. Like, would I get to be, you know how it is like in the movies when the car goes underwater and the people is like bubbles coming out of their mouth and they like hitting the glass, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to scream or whatever. I'm thinking like, what if that would happen with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, would these people actually save me, or would it be too late? So in the midst of me steady thinking, my friend texted me, my friend down in Miami who I told y'all, she texted me and she was like, I just wanted to let you know I love you, like randomly. And then I took a picture. I think I'm going to try to insert the clip. I'm going to insert the picture that I took, because I still got it in my phone. So I'm going to insert the picture. And I sent her the picture and I was like, it's so pretty out here. And the sun was getting ready to like set and everything. So I'm like, it's so pretty out here. And I don't think she texted back. Where she did, it was like later on. And then I was contemplating, like, should I send it to my boyfriend? Like, should I tell him? Like, but I don't want him to come find it. Like, this his city. He's from Jacksonville. So I'm like, I don't want this nigga to come find me. I don't want nobody to stop me if I do this. Just do it and get it over. That's all they kept playing in my head. Do it. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I ended up praying about it. And I'm like, okay, I'm not. And then something dawned on me where it was like, my kids came to my mind. September 9th was, I think, when I left. So I had text my son and I was just like, I love you and your sister so much. Y'all mean the world to me. Y'all mean the world to mommy. And he was like, love you too, mommy. And he sent me this. I love you, mommy. And sitting in front of that water. Like, sitting in front of the water, just like, and I just kept replaying it. Like, I love you, mommy. I kept replaying it. I love you, mommy. And it did something to me. So I'm like, I can't do this. Like, who gonna take care of my kids? Who gonna provide for my kids? Like, if I have nobody, my kids won't have nobody. So I ended up just sitting there. I didn't do anything. And then that was like on a Saturday. And then Sunday I decided I'm just gonna go. I ended up coming back home. And it ended up being like somewhat a eye-opener for my boyfriend. Like, just showing them like, I'm just tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do this. I don't, certain shit. You know what I'm saying? It kind of taught him how to, I ain't gonna say taught him, but it really showed him to appreciate me while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because it literally be the little things. But anyways, the stuff that I've been going through, it's just been so overwhelming. Like, I procrastinate so bad, and I just been praying to God so much. Like, I feel like these past like 3 years, I just been going through it. Like, I've been feeling like I'm at a standstill. I don't know what to do. And it's like I felt like I got rid of everybody around me who meant me no good. I feel like I done lost. I ain't even gonna say no good people, because I actually removed myself from people's lives. Like, but I feel like I've done all that I needed to do. Like, I'm like, God, sometimes it just be like, God, what more? Like, what else? what am I doing so wrong? Like, is this really just my karma coming back to me for everything I've ever done previously? Or are you trying to teach me a lesson? Or are you trying to put me into position for bigger blessings, better people, more love, the stuff that I be praying for? I don't know. And then, you know, back to what I was telling y'all about, so I got these I Envy mink lashes. So I got these I Envy mink lashes, and I'm gonna actually put them on. I'm gonna put them on as strips today, but usually I will put them on like how everybody does on TikTok, where you cut them into like 3 pieces and you put them on underneath to give it more like a natural, like minky kind of look. But anyways, yeah, like I just be like, what am I doing wrong? Like, back to what I was telling y'all about, like me being into depression and stuff, and how I really haven't been the same since I had my 2-year-old baby. When I say that, like I said, I feel like I'm in isolation. I got my body done thinking, like, I feel good. Like, I still love my body. I got my body done thinking, okay, once I had this surgery, it's going to, I know it won't fix what I'm going through internally, but I feel like it was a start. Like, if you look good, then you feel good. You know what I'm saying? So I got my little body done thinking that would help, and it didn't, because I'm still in and out of depression. Like, I can't even pinpoint. I don't know what it is. I don't know what God's trying to, and I'm a firm believer, like, but I don't know what he's trying to tell me. What is it he's trying to show me? What is it he's trying to reveal? Am I missing it? Or if I'm just closer than I really think I am. You know what I'm saying? And that it was all worth it. I don't know how to socialize anymore. Like, I barely have friends, and then sometimes I just be trying to explain it to like family or the little bit of friends that I do have. I be trying to, explain it and tell them like what be wrong, but it seems like I'm so misunderstood. Like, nobody gets it. So I feel like nobody really, nobody gets it. To be honest, it's something I really cannot explain. Like, the feelings that I be having, the emotions that I be having, and it makes it 10 times harder to even be in a relationship. Like, this is my second relationship I have ever been in, and I know I'm not perfect. He's not perfect, but a lot of times I do have to hold myself accountable, because it's me. Like, some days I get into the mode where I really don't want to be bothered. I don't want to talk. I don't want to go nowhere. I don't want to be around people. Like, a lot of times it's like I come into this room and I hide. I hide away from the kids. I hide away from him. I hide away from company. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. And it's nothing personal with anybody or against, nobody, like, or nothing like that. I cannot explain it. Like, hold on, let me put this lash on real quick, because I can't talk and put my lashes on for some reason. It's like it's alright some days, and then some days I'm really just like, I can feel it coming on, and I really have anxiety now. Like, I be having like panic attacks. It's just bad, y'all. It is so bad, and it's something I cannot explain. Like, I tried to go to therapy. I tried therapy. That didn't really last long. I don't really know what else to do, to be honest. Oh, and I'm going in with my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the color NC50. So, yeah, I really don't know what else to like do. Because it's taking a toll. It has taken a toll on relationships with like friends and stuff. It's taking a toll on my relationship with family. And sometimes I feel like I can't even speak about it, even though as bad as I want to. Sometimes I be feeling like I can't even speak about it because I be so worried that people will be like, she always got something going on, or something always wrong with her, or you know what I'm saying, take it lightly. But I'm really like mentally, I'm really going through it. And it's so draining. Like, I'm really sick of my own shit sometimes. Like, I'm trying not to like choke up and cry. But I don't know. All I know I could do is, I know it ain't nobody else that could really help me get through this or get over this except myself and God. Like, I know I just have to keep praying. I have to keep pushing through, even when I don't feel like pushing through, even though I feel like sometimes I just be feeling like even being a mom just be overwhelming me sometimes. Like, some days I really just crave for peace and quiet. But I know it's not good for me because the only thing it's going to cause me to do is go into depression. My overthinking leads me into depression every time. So I really don't. I'll be wanting to be by myself, but it's me being alone is not safe for me. It's not good for me at all. So I don't know where to start or what to do. You know, talk to me in the comments and let me know if y'all ever been through something similar, if y'all ever got through it, if you're going through it now. Like, you know, I just want to be back to normal. I used to be so happy. I used to be like outside having fun. I had a whole bunch of friends. Like, I used to be doing stuff, going places. Like, sometimes it's to the point where when I put on my makeup, I still feel like I'm not pretty. Like, I feel like I be missing something. Like, it's so weird. Like, it's just not the same. And I really truly don't know if it is postpartum depression. I really haven't, it's been a while since I spoke with somebody professionally about the things that I'm thinking about and what I'm going through. So I really don't even know. I'm going back in with my concealers, my e.l.f. hydrating concealers in tan sand and deep olive. Yeah, y'all, I don't know. I really don't. And it's like, I just want to get it over with. Like, I'm not ready to die, but I also be feeling like, what's the point of even living? Like, if I'm going to constantly be in depression the way that I'm in depression. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point sometimes? Like, sometimes my energy could be so draining. Like, I could admit that. Like, the type of shit that I be going through and stuff, that's why I really don't like talking to people about what I have going on or what I'm, like, dealing with mentally. Because I know, like, people will be like, oh, it's so draining. It's so aggravating. Like, every time I talk to her, she got something going on. And I don't want to be like that. Like, I don't, because I know that feeling. So, I don't want to feel like that. And I don't want nobody to feel like that about me. You know, so I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I really don't. Like, And I just feel like another thing is like I'm too young to have like a low sex drive. Like I really have to be in the mood. Like it has to be when I say so, and that's not fair. Like it's not fair to my partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause if nothing wrong with him and he happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, why should I take my emotions out on him or whoever I'm with? Like, it ain't fair. And I really want to get this problem like fixed. Like, but I really don't know where to start. So I really just been in the mood lately. Like I really feel like I'm all out of options and I gotta do what I gotta do. And that just means just push through even when I don't feel like it. Like somebody gotta do it. Like I gotta do it. I still got kids at the end of the day, you know, and that's another thing about being a mama. It's like no matter what you feel, what you go through, what's on your mind, no matter your circumstances, no matter your situation, like you still have to be a mom at the end of the day. Them kids still need you, no matter what your mental health state is. Like you still got to get up and do what you got to do every day because you have a child or kids depending on you. You know, so that's one of the tough things about being a mom, that you really can't take a break. You can't really just say, fuck it, I'm not doing this. Like, I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to do it today. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I don't know, y'all. My eyes keep watering because I really want to cry. I really just want to let it out. Like, well, what is that going to solve? You know? What more can I do? Like, what is crying going to solve? Constantly crying about it. It's not helping. It's not, I don't know. Like I told my boyfriend last night, it was nothing wrong with me. Like we were playing, I was cool, and next thing you know, I'm like, I got quiet. And he's like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, I could feel my depression coming on. And he was like, "Why? What's wrong? Like I don't understand it." Like, and I have it so good. Don't get me wrong. Like, no, I'm not like in a 100% perfect relationship. I'm not with a perfect man. Like I'm not. But he has changed me and my kids' lives so much. Like, we stay on the water. We live in this big-ass house. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we working on getting another car. But, you know, I literally don't have, like, no problems besides tending to my kids. Like, I'm spoiled. I get spoiled. I get whatever I want. He does. Like, we have arguments and shit like that. And yes, he gets on my last nerve sometimes, and I get on his. But he's definitely a provider. And that's one thing I cannot take away from that man, is how much he provides and how far he'll go, the sacrifices he'll make to provide. You know, so I just gotta get it together. The next thing I'm going in with is my Fenty Beauty. I think this is a foundation stick in the color Truffle. I believe it's a foundation stick or contour stick. I don't know, but the color is Truffle, and I use that to contour my nose. But yeah, like I aspire to be like a content creator, a influencer. That's just always been me, like to inspire other people, to influence other people, to help other people. Like, y'all know how I was, and girl, I don't know. I really don't know what's been into me, but I do know that no matter what, I still got to get myself together like I am. Before I can inspire anybody else, or before I can help anybody else, I have to help myself. I have to heal myself, and can't nobody do it for me. Can't no man. It's really just be between me and God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really, really, really gotta get it together. It's just, man, sometimes it be draining. It be overwhelming. And then life is already so damn hard, y'all. Oh my goodness. I think we all can agree on that. Like, how hard life could be at times. Like, how everything, sometimes we literally would go take blow after blow after blow after blow. Not a good feeling. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. It's dry, it's not wet. I'm not going to wet it with my translucent powder. These the beauty blenders from TikTok that everybody was talking about on like TikTok. I kind of just blow it and put a little bit on. I don't do too much because I don't want like the white look. Somebody stole my, I had a Laura Mercier setting powder in the color honey, which was more for brown skinned women. And y'all, somebody stole it because I have not seen it. And it was a big one, just like this one that I got. I don't know what's up with that. So as y'all can see, I don't do too much like contouring and stuff like that because I already have like strong features. So yeah, I might put a little bit on. I don't know, child, how I feel. But I'm going back in with my Warriors 2 palette. And we're opening it. And I'm going to use this color right here. That's the color in Zama. I think it's Zama. And I'm going to go in with my little brush. Don't know. This is a cheapo Walmart brush. I think Target Raw. Something like that. And I go in with this color. Sometimes I might dip it in this one. But it gives me like that orange. And I like the sun-kissed look that it gives. So that's the color I'm going in with. That's why I'm going in with it. Because it gives me like a, and sometimes I might put it down here. I'm not a professional makeup artist. Tried to be, didn't work out. But it's cool. I might not give up on it just yet. I'm going to go back in with my concealer brush. And just make sure I ain't lose like my highlight. So yeah, y'all. Now I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier and now I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and I'm gonna somewhat contour where I put my I'm trying to make sure it's not like harsh. I don't want it to be like harsh and like crazily defined. Cause like I said, I got strong features. Okay, I could go from looking cute, girly to looking like a drag, and we don't want that, baby. So while I'm baking or baking or whatever, I'm gonna go in with my Great Lash mascara, something cheap. I got this from my local drugstore. And I'm just going to put this on my bottom lashes. Wait, you know what? First, I'm going to go in with that brown. I'm going to go in with probably this brown, the Kufaru. And I'm going to put that on my waterline. Because I don't want to use black eyeshadow. Eyeliner. I'm going to go in with Kufaru. Give the eyes a little, you know, a little what it's tone. But anyways, yeah, y'all. So that's kind of summing up what I've been going through and why I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like my biggest critic, my worst enemy, because I'm really the reason a lot of shit has not been happening for me. And when I say I'm the reason, I'm saying like because of procrastination. Yeah, I remember on social media, I was like really like that girl. Now I just don't feel like I'm that girl anymore. Like, and I gotta get that back because in reality, I'm really that girl. Like, people love me. People love my energy. Like, people, what is called? Like, I attract people to me. Like, I'm like a people magnet for real when I'm not like in my mode, in my moods, you know. So I just gotta get myself back first. I got to. I'm starting a new business, as y'all may know, and it's called Cachet Collection. My new boutique will be opening up very soon on December 1st. And I want y'all to shop and support new weekly arrivals. When y'all shop, don't forget to tag so that I can repost and share. So I went in with that. Now I'm gonna go in with my mascara. I know it's like dark. Yeah though, y'all, that's what's been up with me. I'm gonna push through this. I got this. I know I do. I have overcome everything that has been set out to destroy me. I know people praying on my downfall. I still got enemies, bitches who don't like me, bitches who praying that I fail, who watching but not really making no noise. Like, it's gonna come back for sure, and I'm coming back like 10 times harder. Okay, baby. So next, what I want to do is I'm gonna take this 402. I think I got two of these brushes. But I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna go in with my Fit Me foundation powder or whatever. Put that on. Get some. Tap off the excess. And I'm just gonna okay, y'all, so my camera had died. So yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? I'm excited for my new boutique to be launching. Yeah. I can't wait. I'm excited. I got new stuff, new business ventures I got going on. I've been praying on it. Praying that this business flourishes. That it just do what needs to be done and it gives what needs to be gave, baby. So yeah, I'm like super excited though. Real like excited. I'm like super excited or whatever about starting a new business journey. Excited to see what it has in store for me what all it could do. I manifest that it will blow my mind. It will exceed my expectations. Put me in new positions. Open up new doors for me. I'm not sure where my pencil sharpener at. I really wanted to use my MAC. Let me see if it's going. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my MAC Chestnut liner. What I don't like is that I really feel like I don't necessarily know how to line my lips the right way. Like, I like how they be making the lips look so juicy and pouty, and I have full lips, so I know that ain't the problem. It's how I be lining the lip. And I don't watch so many videos, and I cannot get it right. Let's see if I do it right this time. Show y'all what I'm doing. I love my lips like so much. I got the looks that the girls go pay for. Not knocking it, but I'm glad to know. I'm glad to have full lips for sure. I went to this makeup artist one time, and she had my lips so looking juicy looking. Girl, baby. So I'm gonna try to go in with like a smudging brush and see if I could like smudge them out. Let's see what it's gonna give. Oh, I think I got it. But on another note, I want to thank y'all for supporting me, for keeping me motivated. I literally, ooh, bitch. I literally, still get DMs where people still ask me, like, when you coming out with another video, when you gonna post more videos, we want you back on YouTube, what you doing, cooking videos, whatever, like, we just want you back on YouTube. And but I'm trying to have all the platforms. Like, girl, I'm trying to have TikTok, I'm trying to have Instagram, I'm trying to have it all, baby. And I ain't stopping till like till I'm probably gonna go on this one. I think this came from a local hair store. This is called by Pure Cosmetics, and this is it's called In the Nude. So it's real cute. My mom brought me this. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with like a liquid lipstick, and I'm just gonna put it here, up in here. It smells good too. Ooh, I don't really wear this one much. I really like it. My mama. My mom brought me this years ago. I don't know if y'all tried it, but the what's it called? Shine Liquid Baby by NYX. Y'all did y'all big one. Did your big one. I really don't like this color though, to be honest with y'all. See, you messing shit up. I don't really like this color, but I'm going with Fortune Cookie. I'm gonna lighten this up a little bit. Go in the middle. Oof, it's giving dark. I messed it up. Honest, y'all, I just like to mix different lip glosses until I find that perfect combination. So next, I don't really like how dark it is. So I'm gonna go in and wipe that off. I messed it up. I messed it up by putting it on NYX Shine Loud on. So I'm gonna go in with my Milani in the color Champagne. Mix that in. And I'm gonna go in with that cotton on my toe. Then I'm gonna go in with NYX in the color Creme Brulee. And yeah, so nasty. I think I like how this turned out. So I'm gonna go in with my Shining Loud, and I got this one in the color. What color is this? Gold Cruncher. But I'm not gonna use the lipstick part. I'm gonna use the lip gloss part because it definitely gives that gloss. Yeah. Ooh. I usually would use hairstyle gloss. Like I got my hair store one. I got this one in 24K gold lip glosses. I got a couple of them in there, but for the amount of money I paid for this Shine Loud, baby, it needs to be used. It needs to be gay. What needs to be gay. So I'm gonna put some highlighter on. So then I'm gonna go in with my Milani highlighter in the color Strobe Light. And take a little bit of it. Just put it here. Just a little cheek highlight. Nothing too like crazy. And I'm just going to somewhat blend it out with my foundation brush. And I'm going to put a little bit on the tip of my nose. Y'all remember my makeup used to be like so ugly. I don't know what it is, but I still feel like I be missing something. Put some up here. And glow. And now I'm like, I don't like when like lip gloss get like sticky. Next, I'm going in with my Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist by e.l.f. So this is what I'm going in with. And I'm just going to cover my face. It really doesn't matter. Okay. And I'm going to let me just take some eyelashes. Dry my face up. I'm going to make me some TikToks. Talk. And I'm going to give myself a little mold because I like to have molds. I wish I had like, I'm going to put it where my bump, because I'm breaking out right here. So I'm going to put my mold right here. Put one right there. And one here. Leave it at that. And I am all done. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all for sitting down with me, watching me get ready while I do my makeup. Thank y'all so much for listening. Thank y'all so much for being supportive. Without y'all, I wouldn't be able to get this far. I wouldn't be able to continue to do YouTube, just honestly speaking, because some days I don't feel like doing it. Some days I feel like I'm not good enough. Some days I just feel like I'm not that girl like how I used to be. I'm like I said, I'm in and out of depression or whatever, and I'm really trying to overcome that. So the extra push that y'all be giving me, it really truly be appreciated, because y'all don't be knowing that sometimes I be needing to hear that. Or like when certain people write me, not even gonna say certain people, but when people end up reaching out to me, it just be like at a perfect time sometimes, because you just never know what people are going through and what people are dealing with. Like, yes, I'm pretty, yes, I know how to dress, I may have this or I may have had that or whatever, but nothing defeats the fact of how I feel like internally, or just what I'm going through. Like, yes, you could be pretty, you can have all the nice jewelry, you can have all the money, you can have all these designer pieces, but what matters is what goes on internally. So I truly want to thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for being supportive. I thank y'all so much for being patient with me, just bearing with me. And I do look forward to making more YouTube videos, just becoming that content creator I have always dreamed of being, doing the things I have always dreamed of doing, and I cannot do it without y'all. So like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for the love. And y'all stay tuned for my next video. Y'all follow me on TikTok. I'm going to leave all my other social sites down in the description box below. I'm going to leave my boutique. Don't forget to shop Cachet Collection. I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.